Today we're going to be looking at the biggest tech fails of 2021, at least according to PCMag here, this author. We're gonna go through this list. I haven't read it through all the way, so I thought it'd be interesting to go through together. From data breaches and supply chain mania to crypto scams and political drama, these were the WTF moments to remember this year. Bots buying everything. This has been a problem recently, especially with Black Friday and things like that. If you've been trying to buy a new game console or a GPU for your computer this last year, you might feel like you're on a particularly cruel game show. Retailers seem to sell out in seconds, and suppliers just can't keep up. But the real culprit here is scalpers who are using automated bots to clean stores out and flip their purchases on eBay at big markups. I know people that used to do this. They just stand in line on Black Friday, and buy whatever the new hotness was and sell it on eBay, and make some money. This is being done by bots though, so it's kind of not fair because people are going online trying to buy these gaming consoles or these GPUs for their computer, and there's just no chance to do it when you're going against a computer. So no one or not many people are able to pay the actual retail price. Yeah, these bots are now big business. We rented one to see how they worked and found they have complex techniques to defeat CAPTCHAs, skip queues, and avoid detection. That's the when you check out somewhere, that's the little deal that says, "Are you a robot?" Right? The CAPTCHA. They can even run through proxies to go faster. If retailers don't find a fix, the process of purchasing high-value goods is going to be unsustainable. Yeah, I kind of expect by next holiday season there's going to be some changes in the way we purchase things online to keep this stuff down. Meta is going to be on this list. The timing of Facebook announcing a name change almost immediately after whistleblower Francis Haugen dropped a trove of documents exposing the company's lax enforcement on misinformation and obsession with growth. Lax enforcement on misinformation, meaning they didn't crack down on free speech enough, I guess, was already cursed, but trying to rebrand themselves as a, quote, metaverse company through a deeply awkward, fake-looking Second Life imitation wasn't helpful. The jury's still out on whether people want to hold work meetings in a purely digital space, but the technology to make it look anything like what Zuckerberg and crew are advertising sure isn't there yet. AWS failing the internet. One of the many reasons, this is Amazon Web Services. They are the back end to a lot of websites you go to. They are the servers that these websites run on. One of the many reasons our government argues, this doesn't have anything to do with, going on Amazon and buying razor blades or chicken soup. One of the many reasons our government argues against monopolies is that when they fail, things can be disastrous. A full 33% of internet traffic now runs through Amazon Web Services, the cloud computing division that has become one of Bezos's biggest money makers. So when something goes awry, it hits hard. An AWS outage in December brought down a huge swath of the networked world. Netflix was unavailable. So was Disney Plus. Customers couldn't check out from Ticketmaster, and trading stopped on Robinhood. Yeah, that's a lot of things going on at once. They got the issue fixed after a few hours, only for another outage to wreak havoc a few days later. And there was actually a third after this. When was this written? 17. So this is nearly a week old article already. This has happened again. Having that much of our digital life dependent on one party is a recipe for disaster. Amazon failure. That's just recent though. This is kind of what they get for some of the practices they had early this year, like killing Parler's servers early this year. They were the ones that hosted Parler, the free speech app. Um, they hosted their service for them, and after all that stuff happened on January 6th, they axed their service. They said, "We're canceling this. You can't have access to this anymore because you're whatever you are." So this doesn't make me sad at all. They kind of got what they deserved. All right, I have no idea how to pronounce this. Fozzie Clan crypto scam. You're going to see a few cryptocurrency related entries on this list. But this one might be the biggest. One of the most popular techniques for pumping up a coin's value is to partner with influencers to hype it. When, quote, Save the Kids, a purported charity-based cryptocurrency that said they donated a portion of profits to children's causes, announced they were working with mega popular gaming group Fozzie Clan, the coin's price rocketed up just in time for initial investors to sell out. They turned a profit, and Fozzie fans were left holding valueless tokens. When the story came out, the group expelled member K and suspended several others over their involvement in the pump and dump scam. Man, you got to be careful of this stuff. Really need to research what you're investing in. Squid Game token. All right. Squid Game token. I haven't even seen Squid Game, but apparently there's a token. The blockchain has become an irresistible marketplace for people pulling classic pump and dumps scams, where a security is artificially overvalued and then sold off at the peak, leaving new investors holding the bag. One of the most insane examples happened in early November with launch of Squid Game token, named after the Korean drama that was a huge hit on Netflix. Created by a group that pitched it as a, quote, play-to-earn cryptocurrency, the unit price soared to $2,800 before plummeting to nearly nothing. It's believed that the people behind it made off with around $3.4 million. Man. Once again, know what you're investing in. If you can't explain it to your mom, you probably shouldn't be putting money in it. Okay. NFT mania. Okay, this should be good. Innovation is a powerful force, and we're never going to, poo-poo the blockchain entirely. There are still interesting applications to distributed technology that have yet to be discovered. But the flood of NFT, quote, artwork, where the only, quote, value that owning one has you is an index on the blockchain, has inundated the tech world in the second half of the year. Buoyed, I suppose, by the success of outliers like Pixel Punks and Bored Ape Yacht Club, marketplaces such as OpenSea are flooded with cut-and-paste offerings, each one uglier than the last. That's when the illustrations aren't just swiped wholesale from DeviantArt, a problem so rife the site has built customized software tools to let artists know their work is being used without their permission. It's an obvious bubble, and when it pops, it's going to be pretty rough. Yeah, I don't really want to be anywhere near NFTs. Go ahead. I mean, Adidas, and who else? Somebody else recently, some artist released some NFTs or minted them or whatever. Made all kinds of money. Woo. Okay. Tesla bot. The cult of personality around Elon Musk is pretty terrifying at times. Sure, he's done a lot to popularize electric vehicles, but he's also prone to embarrassing memes, flights of fancy, and worse. 2021 saw a particularly cringe presentation in August when Tesla announced Optimus, a humanoid robot that the company claims will be prototyped by next year and controlled by the same artificial intelligence that powers their self-driving cars. I have not heard of this. The announcement, which was accompanied by a clearly uncomfortable man in a robot costume, was awkward and met with derision from people who actually make robots. So this is apparently someone in a robot costume. Let's see. This is a 6-minute video. Let's see if we can get some audio here. No, we don't want audio there. I'm not going to be able to hear it, but because I care about the room, I don't know if there's any. Let's see if we can. Okay, so here's. All right, here's a good one. Let's see. C-3PO worth better. Don't they have masks and stuff like that in Squid Game? What in the world? Alright. Is this a joke? Is Elon Musk trolling us? It's not even good dancing, but okay. That seems like a troll to me, not a fail. That's pretty funny. Especially if you were going to this event thinking there was an actual robot there. Alright, that's funny. I'll have to look into that. 5G is still useless. Let's turn this back down. 5G. Wireless networks have been all about 5G in the last few years. Billed as the next big thing, it purports to deliver data at breakneck speeds to all of our devices. The only problem is it doesn't really do a lot right now. In practice, 5G on both AT&T and Verizon feel just like 4G. Sure, there are pockets of super fast millimeter wave 5G, but it's really hard to find, so people upgrading their phones based on high speed promises are feeling a little ripped off. Next year you may bring better performance, but isn't that always the case? Well, yes. Activism, Blizzard, culture crisis. Well, I'm not really interested in that. They've got a thing going on there that I haven't kept up on, and I don't play Blizzard games. So, Texas Blizzard pricing, Grand Theft Auto. I skimmed over this one. This one seems to be the last interesting one on here. So we'll end with this. Texas Blizzard pricing. One of the things that critics of algorithmic pricing in AI business often bring up is that the market can't be thought of as a dependable actor. The case of Texas utility grid struggling to cope with the blizzard of 2021 was a brutal illustration of that. A service called Griddy offered users the chance to buy electricity at wholesale prices rather than a set rate. When freak storms blew through the state, customers who were signed up with Griddy found that they were being charged $9,000 per megawatt hour. Whew. For reference, the seasonal average is 50. There was a massive public outcry as people saw bank accounts overdrawn. When they complained, Griddy told them their best option was to switch to another provider. The company was then sued by the state and filed for bankruptcy. Oh my gosh. I don't know anybody this happened to personally, but holy cow. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty big fail. So these are some fails of this year. There you go. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a more positive review of some of the good things that have come out this year. So I hope you tune in for that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And thanks. Have a good one.